Yo, God, the thing goes grrrr, pop, 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 pop. Skinny kid, pop, pop, and the poop, poop, boom.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Jon Jones and a load of other UFC fighters are in the tingo scrat at Colby Covington. I'm sure everybody knows everything that happened with Colby Covington versus Fabricio Verdum at this point, and if not, go check some of the recent videos. But with that being said, Colby Covington has officially pressed charges on Fabricio Verdum since the incident, and a lot of fighters are coming out and responding to that fact. Well, one of obviously the biggest fighter responding to that is Colby Covington's former roommate Jon Jones, who Colby Covington has also not spared before he got that boomerang chucked at his fucking neck. Before that, he was talking shit about his former roommate Jon Jones, exposing secrets. I mean, Colby Covington, he's been fucking coming at everybody, so that's why everybody's loving that Colby Covington got punked out today. Everyone's saying, ah ha ha, Colby Covington, and the rest of the people that aren't laughing at him are fucking pissed off and want to whoop his ass for pressing charges. So Colby Covington, everybody fucking hates this guy, except the people who enjoy the entertainment. And I happen to be one of those people. I don't hate Colby Covington. I definitely don't love him. I don't love his actions. I mean, I'll tune in to watch his next fight. I'll watch him get his ass whooped with you guys. I'm not gonna be sitting here going, yes, Colby, get him, Colby. Yeah, I do think Colby Covington's an asshole, and he's probably crossed the line. But I'm not the fucking judge of that shit, so I'm just gonna sit back with my popcorn and watch with you guys. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know, Colby Covington pressing charges, that's crossing the line, that's Angela Magana type shit. Actually, though, I'll take it one step further. This is worse than the Angela Magana situation because Colby Covington's actually pressing charges. Angela Magana said it and got a lot of backlash. Colby Covington, I mean, according to the reports, the police have already got a court date for Fabricio Verdum, and that shit's not for a few months. Or I don't remember exactly when it is. I think they said March of 2018 or some shit, or it might be next month. But either way, people are suspecting Fabricio Verdum might be held up in Sydney, Australia until he goes to court because of his visa or whatever, you know, his travel issues. Now that he's got tied up in this charge, now he might have to sit over there all behind this Colby Covington incident. So a lot of people are really pissed off at Colby Covington for that, and I understand that. I completely understand. At the same token, Fabricio Verdum, this is not the first time he's got into it with a smaller UFC fighter. I mean, I'm sure he'd have a man, if he's seen Mark Hunt, it might have been the same, who knows? I mean, I don't know. He's got, you know, heat with Mark Hunt, but we've seen recently Fabricio Verdum and Tony Ferguson getting into it, and a lot of people are pointing out that, you know, Fabricio Verdum is hostile against some of these smaller fighters. So if you just allow him to keep doing this, what's next? I believe my boy Jorge once said, okay, first you let him throw a boomerang and then somebody pulls out a gun. And it might be a little bit of an over exaggeration, but I understand what he's saying. He's saying you can't allow a UFC fighter to break the law just because they're mad at another UFC fighter for fucking trash talking. There are still laws. Colby Covington did not break a fucking law when he said what he said. He might have broke your little heart, your achy breaky heart, but Fabricio Verdum broke a achy breaky motherfucking law. That's why he's got a charge pressed against him, and I understand, yeah, fighter's code, you shouldn't press charges, but sometimes these aren't even in your hands. Now, Colby Covington did say he was pressing charges, but Fabricio Verdum lashing out, if he would have whooped Tony Ferguson's ass, let's say, it wouldn't even have had to been Tony Ferguson to press the fucking charges. It could have been one of the members of the UFC executives that said, oh, he fucking fell into, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful out here. I get it. You want to fucking put him in on deck and you're against racist, which is, as Jon Jones said, you know, I'm proud of Brazil. I'm proud of fucking Fabricio Verdum for defending his country, and I hate racists, and that's why we are here where we are right now. Now, I know I got on the whole spiel I didn't mean to go on right there, but hey, I'm off of fucking work, and that tends to happen sometimes. I could go on another spiel right there. Fucking my dog, Gary Kendrick said, why do you always talk about your job? Bitch, because I work. That's what the fuck's on my mind sometimes. So when I'm telling you what's on my mind, nigga, work might be on it. If I'm not, rushing to get through a fucking lunch break, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I gotta hurry the fuck up. That's why I can't elaborate, bitch. I'm on lunch. So with that being said, let's get to Jon Jones versus Colby Covington, because Jon Jones has went in on Colby Covington and his mom, and this shit's getting deep. Awkward. With that being said, so check this out. Colby Covington started this shit by posting a meme, you know. Well, first Colby Covington started this with the whole incident, you know, well, Fabricio and shit. But Jon Jones praised Fabricio. Colby Covington came out and blasted Jon Jones for that shit. Like, of course, a criminal would fucking condone assault with a deadly weapon. And Colby Covington continued and posted the meme that you see right here, and he said fucking Jon Jones, I see you're trying to like keep your name relative with me or some shit. Well, Jon Jones literally unloaded, and I'm talking about scrat. I'm talking about note the time. I'm gonna show you these tweets that Jon. You're looking at the tweets now, and we gotta note the fucking time on these tweets, because 5 or 6 of these 8 tweets literally came out within 60 fucking seconds. Colby Covington touched a nerve in Jon Jones fucking whatever. He got his Twitter fingers itching. Jon Jones unloaded on this boy. Now let's fucking read these tweets. Jon Jones, first of all, he said in response to Colby Covington saying that he's trying to get some clout tokens off of him, saying Jon Jones is trying to use his name to stay relative, Jon Jones said, yeah, because I've been using your name in interviews and talking about some imaginary college 2-year relationship. Jon Jones, referring to Colby Covington's actually been bringing up fucking Jon Jones's name. Jon Jones hasn't mentioned Colby Covington before today. It's all been Colby Covington. Oh yeah, I used to be his roommate. He fucking did coke and cheated on his wife out of nowhere. You know, Colby Covington is antagonizing this shit. So Jon Jones finally, I guess today, you know, thought he'd take a little dig at Colby Covington because he thought he got punked out. Well, Colby Covington's like, bitch, I don't care if I got punked out. I'm still talking shit, bitch. I'm back on Twitter, you nigga. And if you come fuck with me, you're gonna be locked up, and I'm gonna be tweeting about your ass too. You know what I'm saying? Colby Covington is officially an internet gangster, and I gotta say that's why I don't like people like Colby Covington, because I do believe Colby Covington, if it came down to somebody like me, he would try and whoop my ass because I don't fucking fight. But you seen what happened when it comes to fucking Big Fabricio. You walk away. So Colby Covington does come across as like a bully. You know what I'm saying? So I don't condone that shit, but at the same time, like as I said, I'm not the judge or the jury, so I'm just watching this shit from afar. With that being said, Jon Jones continued and said, thank you so much, brother. You just made me more famous. And now note the time. After he responded to the shitty ass little clout diss where Colby Covington said he was using his name for clout tokens. Clout tokens. Somebody's like, what the fuck are clout tokens? Some of y'all know what clout tokens are. Shout out to XXX Tentacio. Fuck you, Tap Matt. He just got smoked like Colby Covington almost got to. That's where I got that shit from. But Jon Jones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking tweets in the next 60 seconds. Note the time, 3:44 p.m. Jon Jones started. I'm gonna read this fast because Jon Jones was saying it fast. He said, at the end of the day, brother, I feel sad for you. I couldn't imagine holding this type of animosity in my heart. I understand you're trying to get your followers up, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're making a lot of enemies, brother. All the best. Just wish you would smash some people in the octagon and become more recognizable that way instead. Your jealousy and hatred for me is clear as day. The weird thing is, I'm not even sure what I did to you. I haven't seen you in like 11 days. Or 11 years. But still, all of that shit came out at 3:44 p.m. Every single one of those tweets came out at 3:44 p.m. Jon Jones had that motherfucking Bluetooth on or something. And he was just talking, hey Siri, tweet this shit to Colby Covington. Well, actually, he wasn't even tagging Colby after this shit. He's not giving Colby that clout. Jon Jones got like 2 million Twitter followers. He ain't tagging Colby Covington and letting these people giving Colby that actual clout that he's looking for. Because I was watching the MMA beat and they did make a really good point, which we all already knew. Colby Covington doesn't care if you think he's a bitch. Colby Covington doesn't care if you think he's the new Angela Magana. He wants you to hate him. Colby Covington has been wanting all of us to hate him. You know why? Because when we hate him, we want to see him get his ass whooped. When we want to see him get his ass whooped, that means we want to see him fight. When we want to see him fight, that means we pay for fucking his pay-per-view when he's talking trash to see him get his ass whooped. So even though you think he looks like a bitch here, I guarantee you his motherfucking Twitter followers are going up, and that's all he cares about. His recognition's going up. There's reports on ABC and CBS and Fox and the Sydney newspaper and all these fucking newspapers and John Jones's Twitter. Everybody's talking about this Colby Covington incident. Mainstream media, ESPN, everybody's talking about the Colby Covington Fabricio Verdum situation. If they're not talking about John Jones tweeting at his mom, and John Jones is actually helping him getting, you know, a little bit here. John Jones, he did a good thing by not tagging him, but John Jones, he couldn't take it anymore. He's like, yo, this is the perfect time. Fucking this dude just got punked out. If I'm ever gonna say anything, I better say it now. But in turn, it's making Colby Covington a bigger name, because as soon as I seen that last tweet I haven't read yet, I'm about to read now, that's when I went ding 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 ding. It's on. John Jones, you want to talk about mothers? Okay, this is what John Jones had to say. And tell your mom I said hello. It was great getting to know her for that one semester we stayed together. She's a really great human being. Holy smokes, that just made me think John Jones banged Colby's mom for some reason. Why would he bring that up out of nowhere? It was really good getting to know your mom for that semester. Yo, was she coming to the dorm parties? Did she see John Jones's stash? Oh my God, I don't know. But John Jones, as he alluded to it, he's just left it out there like, yo, tell your mom I said, hey, what the fuck? This shit is real. John Jones ain't fucking around. He's letting the thing go skrat. But as I mentioned, I'm not going to do a whole nother separate video on the other UFC fighters, such as Derek Brunson. I mean, just a lot of other Derek Brunson getting thrown under the. There's other UFC fighters, but Derek Brunson was one of the other bigger ones. But I mean, a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, I was cool with what Colby did at first, but you can't be talking all of this shit and then pressing charges. A lot of people were fine, but you know, even when Colby backed down, they were cool with that until he fucking said he was pressing charges. That's when everybody was like, yo, fuck that. You can't press charges. You should have just fucking, rah! You know, and I get it. Even if you don't press charges, you know, even if you say it, I mean, it's a different thing when you actually do it. Angela Magana said she was going to press charges on Cyborg. She didn't actually do it. Colby Covington's taking it a step further. He's also stepping on the fucking homophobic racial lines. I don't know if it seems like he's already crossed them. I'm sure he's going to have some type of outreach. I guess the UFC's already flew him home or some shit. I will do a separate video on that, but because I haven't read that article yet. But I mean, I'm sure he's going to have to do something like gay. I mean, he said the word faggot on top of the doubling down on his filthy animal Brazilian comments. So, whew, it is what it is. John Jones is mentioning Colby Covington's mom. All of that being said, you know that's the part everybody cares about. Holy shit, John Jones is talking about Colby's mom. That's why everybody clicked the video. But with that being said, man, this is all interesting. Colby Covington is out of Sydney. I don't even know why he was there in the first place. We'll see who his next fight's gonna be. It could be Tyron Woodley. Who knows? It is what it is. Another episode of the UFC Ultimate Fighting Circus. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out.
Boom, boom.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.